Good morning, everybody. I'm tying up some custom squirrel tail jigs. These are 1/64 ounce. Hey there, All-Star. Somebody else was first, but you're the only one in here now. Yeah, somebody came in and backed out. You're the first one to comment, though. Hey there, Richard. How are you doing today? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm doing pretty good today. Got a cloudy Sunday morning here. Just getting on these squirrel tail. My back's feeling better today. I'm doing a lot better today. I got to go to the chiropractor again tomorrow. It's feeling a lot better today. I'm not even wearing a knee brace or anything. I'm sure it'll get worse throughout the day, but hopefully not. We were getting little rain showers last night. Oh yeah, it feels a lot better today. Man, it still hurts, but it feels better than it did yesterday. I was in some excruciating pain yesterday. Oh, thank you. It is misting outside. Kind of odd for this time of year. But yesterday didn't get too hot. I'm going to finish up on this custom order, and then we're going to tie some 1/32 ounce for inventory. Let's see when I go to, yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of live streams, you know, while we're on the road. Do a bunch of live streams. My son's gonna be here all week. Daughter and son-in-law are gonna come out and make sure everything's good. Let me get some other squirrel tail. I don't think I'm gonna have enough with that, but it's good. I keep having second thoughts about going, but it's like, well, we just got to go. I haven't been in a year to visit family. It's been kind of tough on me when you live, you know, kind of far away from home. I mean, this has become my home, and kind of gotta, you know, I do miss my family back home. We were going to have our class reunion, but when it got canceled, it kind of, you know, was like, well, why even go to Texas? But then I got into thinking, I'm like, well, I got all my family there. It'd be good to visit family, even family that you don't really sometimes care to be around, but but they're family. A lot of family I want to see, though. Yeah, it does. I haven't been on a 4 or 5 hour trip with my back, but I imagine I'm going to be all stiff and everything, and it's going to hurt my back for, you know. Even this morning, I was asking my wife, I'm like, you think we're doing okay going? She's like, well, let's just go and get it out of the way. Just go and get it done. But yeah, it's probably gonna bug my back. Should I go that long? Go just a little bit longer. See if I can stretch it out just a hair. Yeah, but that, you know, that slows down the trip quite a bit. Hopefully, hopefully it won't bug my back a whole lot. Hey there, fishing with Max. Hopefully my back won't be too bothered. Yeah, I've never had my back, you know, messed up this long. What really got my back, and I haven't shared it a whole lot, is I, you know, went on that trip to Alabama, and that hurt. That hurt my back. But what really got my back all messed up was tripping over my dogs, our little Chiweenie dogs. I did that twice, and that just put my back in a really, really terrible spot. Hey there, Al. How are you doing there, Al Cruisin'? El Cruzan. I'm going fishing today with my with your lures. Oh, well, good. We are going to have the shop closed down on Tuesday. We'll be closed down for a couple of days. So whatever orders that come in on Monday afternoon, it may take a week for them to ship out. These here are 1/32 that I'm doing right now. I'm doing them with a short profile. Short profile. This is for an order that's going down to Texas. Thank you guys for the 7 likes. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm using squirrel tail on this one here. I'm doing pretty good today, though. I was up this morning around 7, maybe 6:30, 6:30 or 7. Got some coffee and a bagel with my wife. Been eating more bagels lately. I don't know if that's good for me or not. Hey there, Birch. Yeah, I like butter and cream cheese on them. Pretty simple. You did get that knot right, Richard. I don't know if you're still, yeah, you're still in here. Yep. It takes a while to get that knot down. And when you hear the friction, when you're tying that crossover knot and you're pulling it and tighten it up, you'll hear and you'll feel some friction there, like a stuttering feeling to it. And once you get that knot down, it just works really good. Thank you there, Richard. That is our website there. I'm making a squirrel tail. It's 1/32 ounce. I use cream cheese only. Yep, that's good. I like cream cheese. I do like those cinnamon raisin bagels, though. Oh, man, those are so good. But I like eating plain bagels. I'm more confident in my knot now. Oh, good. Yeah. If you tie that knot, you don't even really have to use glue on it. And I do it twice. I do that knot twice over. Oh yeah, plain everything and cinnamon raisin, cinnamon all great. Yep. And it took me a couple of months to try to figure that out. I mean, I tried, there's some other knots out there, and I just, that's the knot I feel comfortable with, and it holds really good. You got to have all the other things to the lure. If you guys don't know, I showed Richard my knot. He's been kind of studying it, and he sent me a video with him tying the same knot that I use, and it's a really good knot. Hey there, James. Good morning. Hey there, John C. Good morning. Wyatt. Good morning. I saw Brian trying to tie that knot a couple weeks back, and he was doing it on his live stream, which is, you know, he wasn't as smooth. He knows the knot that I tie, and so again, I've never seen that knot tied before making lures. I don't know if it's the Ruben knot or if it's just some other knot, but it's basically a crossover hitch. Hey there, Wyatt. Hey there, Freshwater. I've been using that knot for years, and just a good knot. Hey there, Garrett. Good morning. I'm going to be taking a few days off pretty soon. I'll still be doing some live streams. So still be doing a bunch of live streams. But orders are going to be going out. Oh, how'd I say? If you do order on Monday afternoon, there's a good possibility that it may take a week to ship out. I don't know how long we're going to be there, but we're going to be there for a couple of days at least. These here are 1/32 ounce. This fella's going to be using them for crappie. You'll probably be fishing tournaments with these things. I do take custom orders. Got another custom order going to come in this week sometime. Yep, we do have those special edition squirrel tail. We have a bunch of different colors there. And they are all on a 32nd ounce with a number 6 gold hook. Rained a lot last night. Oh, we've been getting sprinkled on. We've been getting sprinkles last night. My wife was going to mow the grass this morning, but she may have to wait till tomorrow. I offered to mow the grass. She likes mowing it. She has her little system, and it's funny, you get a rotting lawnmower and everybody wants to mow the grass. Meantime, I used to push mow it our yard here. Yep, everybody like and subscribe, everyone. I do go live every day, and I'm probably going to be going live even when we're on our trip. We're going to go visit our town. The town that got flooded, basically. And it's not full on, you know, the Guadalupe flooded Kerrville and some of the surrounding towns, and we're going to go there for a couple of days. We're not going to be long too gone, or gone too long. You get to see some family I haven't seen in a while. Oh, really? Oh, man. Yeah, I do not like floods. Here in Oklahoma, where I live at, we kind of live on some high ground. But we do get some flooding in the area. There's a bunch of neighborhoods that are somewhat below the dam along the Verdigris River. And sometimes they get flooded. We had all that rain for the last couple of months, and we were wondering when they were going to let a lot of water out of the dam, and they eventually did. They didn't want to flood the land below the dam, so they were kind of watching out how much water to release. I wish that was the case. My brother-in-law mower inks my elbow. Oh, man. I've had mowers like that too. You go to pull and it doesn't want to pull. Oh, really? Yeah. That they got it for like San Angelo, which is a little bit north of Kerrville, in that area, and all that stuff bleeds downward. All the water that goes in there, you know, to those towns above Kerrville, they all kind of bleed downward to Kerrville. Where is my eye cleaner? This one here. You see that? It's open, but I want to leave it a little more open. So I bought this tool here years ago, and I took a Dremel tool to it to get it a little more pointier. And these tools are very handy when you're fishing, but most importantly when you're making lures, because that's the last thing you want to happen is someone to get your lure and they're having to play with it and they don't have one of these tools on hand, and they love you when you get the lures, but they start hating you and disliking you when they can't get the thread through the eyelets. Get it bad today. Oh man, where are you at there, Precision? I forget where you're at. Hey there, Chippy from Australia. How's it going there? One day after, but it was like, yeah, that sometimes happens. Oh yeah, Texas near Lake Fork, yeah. Which is kind of strange. Normally this time of year, I mean, you'll get some showers, but you're not getting the torrential rain. It's just kind of an oddball year this year. Okay, I'll put these in the stacker. If you guys don't know what a stacker is, you put them in there. And let me do this here real fast. Yep, some of you guys have never seen a stacker. So it's called a hair stacker. Put put it in there, and you get the ends all even. I'm going to take it back up here now. And then what I do is I take it out of here. There's a couple of different ways. This top part comes off too. That helps out a bunch. Normally when you're tying little flies and stuff, you don't need that much hair in there. When I'm doing bucktail, sometimes I use the stacker, sometimes I don't. Yeah. Yeah, we've had it that way too. We've been looking at getting a tornado shelter. We just don't have the finances to get one right now. Last winter snowed. Yeah, it did. Yep, it in Florida. Yep. Oh, you have one? Yeah. Are those these jigs that you put soft plastics on? No, these will be fished just like it is. The movie was good. I liked it, Wayman. It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't. I always kind of judge movies with, are they boring, and or are they bad? Is it just a bad movie? I like a good story. It is a good story. I'm not going to throw any spoilers out there for anybody because it just came out, and I'll be watching the Fantastic Four when they come out too. You like making jigs so much? Yep, I do too. I loved it so much that it became my business. How's it going, GP? Yeah, I really like doing lures. I'm gonna miss lures while I'm away. I may take the vise. I don't know. Might take the vise and do some live streams out there in Texas. We're not going to be doing any fishing while we're out there. That was one of the things I wanted to do, was go fishing. And because of all the flooding and everything, it just won't be anywhere to go fishing out there. Marzus, welcome in. Just making some lures. These are some squirrel tail lures here. I'll be making neck hackle jigs here a little bit later. Make sure to like and subscribe. Well, thank you there, Chippy. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for coming in. You've been coming in quite a bit lately. Appreciate your company. Okay, this is the part where this part of the tail, the end, you have the tail going all kinds of different ways. A lot of times I just disregard that, and I'll save those tips there, the ends of the squirrel tail. I'll save them for like a large lure for like myself. But usually you get to the end and you get them going all kinds of different ways. I might try to use them here because I'm not doing a super long tail. Doing a short profile. This fella that I'm making them for, he fishes tournaments. He does a really good job. He does pretty decent. He does finish in the top 20 quite a bit. And for crappie fishing, that's pretty decent there. Yeah, this one here is the 1/32. We were doing 64th ounce. Now we're doing 1/32 ounce. These things are hard to pick up on a forward-facing sonar. Let's see. Really like the way you build the underspin. And thanks for the feedback. Oh, yep, on the split ring pliers, yeah. Hey, I'll show them off to you here real fast. There's not really a brand on here. It is made in Pakistan. And if you guys don't know, Pakistan is probably one of the largest makers of fly tying equipment. A lot of the scissors that I have are from Pakistan. Sometimes the metals are not from Pakistan, but they'll get them made, and a lot of the scissors and tools that I have come from Pakistan. Now this one here, again, it's on Amazon. It does not have a brand name on there, and I may have to do a screenshot of it sometime, but it's the one with the turquoise handles. I have those, and what else do I have? I have these. These are okay. And these are spring loaded, which makes them a little bit more easier to use, but these work on real small split rings. The size of split rings that I use, I think it's a number 1. Let me go look back there. Okay. I think I have a pack of split rings with the, let me see, I had some over here. Okay, if you're taking notes, they are it's a RSR 1X. And what that tells me is it's a size 1, but it's an extra strong. It's an RSR 1X. I do get my split rings from Shorty's Hooks. You could buy them by the 1,000, and they're somewhere between $15-20 for 1,000 of them. And these split ring pliers here, I'll show you the tip on them. They're kind of flat. But you have this flat surface right here. You lay it on, and this splits it pretty good. There is a pair that I have with some red handles, and those work okay, but they probably work better on a bigger split ring. If you're making catfish rigs, things like that. Those little ones with the turquoise green handles, they're pretty. They work good for what I need for lures. Let's see. Jake, how you doing? Jake's fishing. Does the bucktail that is touching the jig head bug me? No, because it'll go down. I'll cinch it down. I start the thread a little bit off, away from the head, because what you do is if you start your thread towards the head more, it'll want to push your tail out. And so I start the first couple of wraps away from the head. But as I start wrapping it, it starts pushing it down a little bit. And this is a squirrel tail here. It's somewhat similar to bucktail. Bucktail does have a hollow core in it, though. If you're tying little bitty midges and you're using the bucktail, it does help when you're making, lures that you want to be suspended a little bit more. It does have a different movement on this squirrel tail than the bucktail. And if you just saw what I did there, I put the UV resin, and you saw these couple of strands that were sticking out kind of wild. You can manipulate them once you put the UV resin on there and you shine the light on there. Here we go. Okay, we're going to move over to some disco green heads. This gentleman bought, he basically got a mystery jig box. But he got 12 dozen, I think, of the 1/64 ounce. And he had texted me and said, "How much could I get for if I give you this amount of money?" And I'm like, "You can get a bunch." And so he says, "Well, get me that into the G box and fill it up for me." So it was a pretty good deal. I made a little bit of money on it, but it's a pretty good variety of colors. Okay, we're going to use the other stacker on this one here because these squirrel tail are just a little bit on the long side now. So these are squirrel tail jigs that I'm making. Stack a little bit more on there. It's going to be the end of that squirrel tail. Put a little bit more on there. Gonna put that on there, and then I'm gonna trim it up just a hair. These here are 1/32 ounce on a number 6 Aberdeen hook. Let me just get some away when the bucktail folds. Oh yeah. I mean, when I'm putting this on here, I'm pushing down as I'm doing my first couple of wraps. I want to try to surround the hook a little bit, and so they're just it's not the right way or the wrong way to do. It's just how you want it to look. Either way, it's going to catch fish. It'll work. A lot of people do things differently, and you can stack the squirrel tail or the buck tail on top of the hook. But when I'm throwing mine down, I'm kind of, and I'll show you on the next one here. Kind of encapsulate the hook there. So what I do is I start out with the good thread base. Okay, we're gonna have to open up a new pack. Yeah, that's yeah. If you get a good thread base on there, you don't have to worry about your whatever you're putting down, whether it be feathers or squirrel tail or kip tail. You don't have to worry about that spinning on your hook. Now it does, you know, when I'm tying, sometimes it'll want to spin on you, and then a lot of times I just start over. I don't like it spinning on my hook. Get all the fuzz away. So when I'm laying this down, I'm going to start a little bit ways from the head. I'm going to lay down. First wrap's going to be kind of just easy, and when I pick up on it, and I'm pushing down when I'm picking up on it. What that does, it gets your hook surrounded by the bait, and I don't want it to go all the way around, but I want it to at least go around the sides. And I'm going to leave it like that. Get my flashing. If you get too many wraps on there before you put your flashing, it'll just kind of look wonky. So you kind of got to get a feel for what you're doing there. Same thing there. Now I'm going to use my fingertip and my thumb as the guide, because sometimes people will just tie it like this, and I like using this on here because I don't want the thread to go any further back towards the, you know, I don't want it to go that way. So I use my finger, my thumb as a guide, and I'm just bringing it around there like that. I take my finger off. You see some little gaps there, so I'm going to come back around, try to cover the gaps. I'm going to go ahead and trim it up. Some people will use and again, it's just whatever appearance you have that you want to give. Sometimes you can do just half the width of a thread tie, and that'll work really good. In this case, I want the red thread to be visible on the lure. I don't want it to be the spectacle of the lure, but I want it to be visible. And so I do have a little bit more of the on the saddle of the hook of getting a little bit more thread on there. Hey there, Danny, how's it going there? Hey there, John. Just like normal jigs, yeah, you can. You could use this on a fly rod too. Yeah, I've used these on fly rods. I've used these on spinning cast. Some people will even use a bait caster. They don't cast it, but they'll drop it into the, you know, with those big old long live scope rods. Okay, we got 4 more of those to do, and then we're going to be switching up in a little bit and doing some inventory up. Do I make the underspins or buy them? I do make them. Yep, I pour them here in-house. Where do you get the swivels? I get them from Worth. Worth is a company up, I think it's in Minnesota. I think it's in Minnesota. I could be wrong. But just type in Worth fishing on Google and you could find them there. If I remember correctly, I think you have to have an account with them. And so I do remember, I don't know, about 7, 8 years ago, I had to send all my tax numbers to them. They do make some of the best swivels, and they also make the blades, like the Dakota blades, willow leaf blades, all that kind of stuff. A lot of times I get my stuff from them. Hey there, Da. Bigger plywood, LOL. Use 8 weight. New here. Are you making jig heads as well? I do make jig heads. I'm not making them currently. I'm just tying these up. These here are 1/32 ounce. I'm putting a small profile because I know this fella, he likes using forward-facing sonar. Oh, what did I just do there? I didn't even put my flashing on here yet. Look at that. Trying to get ahead of myself. Yep, we do have them at a really good price. You can get 3 squirrel tail jigs for $4.99 plus shipping. When I get done with my last squirrel tail here, I'll bring out the squirrel tail jigs and show you what they look like, the ones that we have that we sell. These are a thread tie. Hey there, Javid. What sonar has to do with... oh, okay. Some of these guys that do tournament angling, they want a shorter tail on their lures, these tournament anglers. And when they're live scoping or forward-facing sonar, they can see the bait drop into the water, and then the crappie will come up, and they can see the crappie come up, and that's how they're catching their fish. And a lot of them want a shorter profile when it comes to tournament anglers. You know, with the jigs that we sell on our website, they work just fine. But with these squirrel tail here, I went ahead and went with the shorter profile because I know we tournament fishes. To me, it doesn't make a difference whether you got a long tail or a short tail. It doesn't really make a difference to me, but I know a lot of these guys that like shorter tails. So the forward-facing sonar, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it shoots forward and sideways. I mean, you can it gets a stronger look at the fish, and you can direct it, you know, to the left or right, and you can basically drop that bait down on the fish. You can drop the bait down and have it land right on top of the fish. Oh, thank you there, Mr. Richard Panfish King. We didn't go to church today. We skipped out. Ah, the sun's coming up. I see the sun popping out. Figured I'd get some orders done, get some inventory made up. We got some packing and stuff we got to do too. Hey there, Parker. I am enjoying this cooler weather. Normally at this time of year, we're already like in the high 90s. Lots of humidity. Yeah, church is more important. Yep, we do go to church most of the time. We're just getting ready to make a trip. And so this morning we did some stuff to get ready for that trip. We still got a lot of packing to do. Ooh, that's a big old tail there. I went from too big to too small. Now I'm having to add more on there. There we go. That'll work better. Welcome in, everybody. If you're coming in for the first time, my name is Ruben Flores. I am out of Northeast Oklahoma. I make baits for a living. We do have our own catfish poles, crappie poles, circle hooks, fishing line. We have almost everything you need for fishing. Still working on a reel. When you're a one-man operation, for the most part, sometimes things take a little bit longer to do. Canadian, how's it going there? We did sell out of the 7-foot crappie poles with the split handle. All we have left are the full handle 7-footers. We still have the 4-footers in stock too, as well as our 7'8" striker rod, which is for big fish. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Having a pretty good day. We're going to be spending a couple of days down in Texas, where I grew up at, which is in Kerrville, Texas, and that's where all the flooding and stuff has been going on down there. We go visit some family. We'll probably see a couple of friends while we're down there too. Then I'm planning on, when I get back, doing a lot of fishing. I'm going to go ahead and just go for it. Broken back, everything. Messed up back and all. Got to watch out when I say the word broke back. Let's see here. Did I get it around there? Okay, I did. Yeah, I've been dealing with back issues for the last 6 months, it seems. I think this trip's going to do me good. Get me out there moving around, even though I'm hobbling. Get me out there. I don't ever get burnt out on tying lures, but it's sometimes good to take a break. This is the slow part of the year, so looking forward to your fishing, live fishing. Yes, I will be going live on YouTube. I've never done a live YouTube fishing trip, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'd love to go out and do some crappie fishing. You know, we'll see if that gets to happen in the mornings or something. But hoping to get out and do some more fishing. Last year we were dealing with our Tahoe, and just went through a bunch of bad incidences with backing my Tahoe down, or to get the boat out of the water, and the gear shifter came loose. I was stuck on the dock, on a real incline with my foot on the brake waiting for some help because my gear shifter, the link came loose and it was stuck in neutral. So I got my truck ready where I can haul my boat with the truck. So we're probably going to do some catfishing and crappie, and we're going to try to go find maybe some white bass. See if I can get on some schools. Hey, Big Bass, how you doing? Can I quit yapping? Oh my goodness. Knuckleheads in here. Somebody notify the idiot farm. I think one of their residents left. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey there, NIMBY. I ate a bagel. That's all I ate, was a half a bagel. That's all I had was a half a bagel with some cream cheese on there. A little bit of butter. I know. Thank you. I know who that guy is. That's the same guy that was coming in on Crappie Man Jigs Live. He'll come in under a couple of different accounts. I want to say his name is John. It'll be John's Productions. It'll say something Productions. Another one will say something with buoy in it in the name. Last night, Crappie Man Jigs was getting trolled, and that fella kept coming in under different names. Yeah, they're a little soft in the noggin. That's what they are, soft in the noggin. I don't know if they got dropped when they were little. I know I did. I'm a little bit soft in the noggin myself. I'm good at tracking people down. I used to do that when I was younger. I'm not going to get too much into that, but okay, let's get these packed up. Yep. I got somebody like that. Oh, yeah. I'm doing good, Gemini. Okay, let's get these over here. I'm going to put these in packages for them. On these here, I'm not going to put in the fancy packages because I know they're going to be going into a Gamakatsu box. So what I'm going to do is just put these in the zip bags. On the custom orders, a lot of times I don't put them in the fancy packs. Fancy packs are expensive. So these will be going in a 2x3 bag. Oh my goodness. You get that picked up. Yesterday I realized I had more mobility. Again, if I've been dealing with back issues, and I had a little more mobility yesterday. I could walk around a little bit more easier. So that's that right there. Those are 1/32, and I have 1/64 ounce. Oh, can't believe I did that too. What I just did right there by leaning over and bending over like that, I could not do that a week ago. I'm there just gingerly trying to pick something up. Oh, I think these green ones look really cool. Oh, I think they come out really good. I will be taking some pictures of those a little bit later on. Okay, these are the 64th ounce. Now these are small. I think he's going to catch a bunch of fish with these. Now I've caught big crappie with 64th ounce, and even with the 1/80th. I've never caught a 3-pounder on a 1/80th, but I've caught a 3-pounder on a 64th years ago. You could catch big crappie. The mentality when I first started making lures was a mentality that a lot of people took, which was the bigger the bait, the bigger the fish. And that's not always the case. And one of the things that happened when I started catching all these, it was like a 16-month period where I was catching a bunch of 3-pound crappie in these lakes where there weren't supposed to be 3-pounders. And that really catapulted our business because we were getting newspapers and magazines and radio stations calling because I'd put a picture of a 3-pounder a long time, a couple of them on Facebook. And they were asking, what size lure did you catch? And, catch them on what color? And there were just a lot of these people were like, you catching a 3-pounder on a 64th ounce, that's not supposed to happen. And I'm like, yeah, it's happening. And so anyhow, there were a lot of people that started transitioning from like 1/4 ounce and 1/8 ounce to smaller baits. And there's a gentleman that lives probably about 30 minutes from me. His name's Robert Carlisle. He's been a national champion 2 times for Crappie Masters. And he won 1 year off the Shiner. I don't know if it was my Shiner. I know he did get baits for me, but it was a 1/32 ounce Shiner. And then I think the next time that he won, I could be mistaken, it was like a 64th ounce he was using. So, and I'm not saying I started any trend or anything, but I knew 15 years ago that the little bitty baits, they catch big fish, Let's see, I'm going to answer some questions before I get into the next one. What was I going to do? Oh, I can't remember. I said I was going to get something, and I can't remember. Oh, I'm going to get the squirrel tail. Let me go grab the squirrel tail. I am feeling a little bit of an improvement from the chiropractor. Every time I've gone in there, he is just cracked. You hear, just a bunch of, popping. And I think it's helped out a little bit. Ruben, you need something to relax your back when it's really stiff. I don't like pills. I don't like pills either. I do take some pills. I don't take any kind of opioid. I have done that in the past, and it's bad. How much do the rods cost again? Let's see here. Yep, 69, 59, and 69. Yeah. We do have the solid core handle, I guess, full grip handle. These are the only 7-footers in stock now. We did have a split grip, and I think it was Jeremy, who comes on our channel quite a bit, Jeremy McIntyre. He bought the last one here. This here is basically, it's a Weibo handle. It's a really good handle. It's a full cork handle. It's not the cork veneer that you see. Some of these rods that I'm going to use a 7-foot rod as an example. Some of the 7-footers that are out there in tackle stores and stuff, they sell them boogers for 99 bucks, and they don't have as well as a cork handle as we do. They have basically a cork veneer handle. It's basically it looks like cork, but it's not real cork. It's basically a rubber handle, but it's made to look like cork. This is a real cork handle there. Cork handles are you do get a good grip, but with cork handles, you do get more sensitivity with cork handle. And anyway, These are great. It's a 7-foot rod. You do have a fast tip on there. It's a super fast action on that rod. We do have plenty of the 4-footers in stock too. This is our 4-foot. It does have a cork handle again, and it does not come with a reel, does not come with a line or anything like that. And it's just a really good dock fishing rod. Hey there, Venice. That one runs, the 4-footer runs $59.99. This is our striker rod. We've had it on sale for $69.99. We are working on a 1-piece pole too, but I do really like my 7'8" pole. Medium heavy action. It is a glass rod. It's also a carbon rod too. It's a mixture of carbon and glass. On the tips there, it is full on glass. So you can catch big fish with these rods. We do only charge, I think, like $32 for shipping, and we don't make money on shipping when it comes to the rods. Sometimes if we're shipping a rod out to Washington State or New York, we're losing money. We make a little bit of money, but we're losing money on the shipping part. And sometimes, we make a couple bucks on the shipping, but $32 to ship. Some of these rod companies, they're charging you $50, $60, $70 to ship. Some of these rod companies, I noticed there's about 2 or 3 companies, they weren't doing any shipping unless you bought 2 rods. And now they went back down, to just, you could, I think they made a mistake. And so, but anyway, we sometimes don't make money on the shipping part. We only charge like $32 on shipping. Okay, let's go get the squirrel tail jigs. I'm going to show some of these off. We do have a few of the yellowhead and the yellowtail. We do have a few of those left. Once those are gone, we may bring them back, but those are somewhat limited. Now, the ones with the chartreuse, we have plenty of those. And that, again, that is a squirrel tail right there. The ones with the red head and the brown squirrel tail, we still have plenty of those. And we do sell these in a 3-pack for $4.99. We don't make a lot off them, but we make some, we do sell quite a bit. So that's how I'm making our money on these. That's a red head with the squirrel tail. That's the black head, squirrel tail. We do also have kip tail. Kip tail is calf tail. We got the gray ones, the gray and red. I do believe we have the yellow ones on the website too. And we do have the red and chartreuse. And those are the last 3 there that I showed are kip tail. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ready to tie some neck hackle jigs. So I need some white neck hackle. Do I make trout flies? I make some. I make some Clouser minnows. We don't have those on the website, but we do 1/32, 64th, and 1/80th ounce, and a lot of people use those for fly fishing. They'll catch anything. They'll catch trout, they'll catch white bass, they'll catch perch, they'll catch virtually anything that's in the water. You got a pair of old underwear that's in the water that's been in there for 6 months, they'll catch those too. I caught a pair of underwear a long time ago. You guys know I'm just kidding when I say that. I did really catch a pair of underwear in the water. Yeah, Panfish King makes bass lures. You guys make sure to pick him up too. He makes some really good lures. Oh, I hear my wife. She's mowing. I offered to mow the grass, but she declined my offer. We're probably going to go grab some lunch or something. We got to go get a few things before we make our trip. Yeah, our grass is going to be long. I don't know if you guys can hear the mower in the background. She's just back there mowing her hard, mowing away. Man, we've been getting some peaches. We got some really good peaches this year. Last year we hardly got anything. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in. Uh-oh, gonna zoom in. We got Burke in the channel. How you doing, Burke? Did you make it back home yet? Backlashed my reel yesterday. Trying to get it out. Yeah. I used to fish when I did do bass fishing. I used to use a bait caster, and I mean I was pretty good at it. But every now and then I'd get it really messed up. I did not like fishing with braid with the bait caster. Just to me, every time I'd get it hung up, you know, it just seemed like it was tough to get out. Sometimes it just gets too tough. This here is a 1/32 ounce. If I'm not answering your question, I may have missed it, so don't think I'm trying to snub you or anything. And I've been on here for almost an hour and a half already. Cannot believe that. That's a 1/32 ounce. Again, we are going to be, the shop's going to be closed on Tuesday. We're going to close it down for a couple of days. We're going to take a little trip. But if you do put in an order today, it should go out on Monday or Tuesday. Now, if you do put in an order late on Monday, there's a good chance it may not ship out for about a week. Well, thank you, Stardusted. Because I have brakes on 0, no tension. Yeah, that could be the issue there, man. Yeah, we're going to be going over to Kerrville, Texas. Kerrville is basically the hub right now. We're all there's just a lot of rescue missions still going out there, or how would I say? There's just a lot of flooding over there. That's the town I'm from. A lot of my family members. I mean, I don't think any of my family members were affected, too terribly with the flooding. I did have a missing cousin. She was missing for a few days, but they did find her. She seems like she's okay, but there's just some issues there that they're trying to resolve, and they're not saying too much about it. I do appreciate everybody in here. Yeah, I'll be going to Kerrville, Texas. That's again where you're watching on the news and you see Camp Mystic and all these children's camps, youth camps. We have a lot of camps in our area. It's a very beautiful place. There's been a lot of flooding there. The place where all these camps are at, it's kind of like how would I say? It's kind of like the Grand Canyon, but it's not to that level, as far as the size. But where the Guadalupe River flows, you have all these, how would I say, trenches or mini canyons. And when they do get a lot of rain, the water starts traveling really fast. And it's just a tough place to be at. And I'll take pictures, and I'll probably do live streams while we're at some of these locations. And but no, it's just a terrible thing what happened, and make sure to keep the families and people in your prayers, because one of the reasons we didn't want to go down there was because there's just a lot of people in the town, and a lot of how'd I say, just a lot of news people, politicians, things like that going on down there. But I thought, man, let's just go down. We'll go see some family and spend some time with them. I will be doing some live streams every day from down there. It is a beautiful area. Again, there's a lot of kayaking and inner tubing that would normally go on this time of year, and because of all the rain and the floods, it's pretty much just wiped out that industry for the time being. A lot of hurting families up down there. Yeah, and I grew up down there, and I remember we were fishing when the 1978 flood happened. They had constructed a new dam in our town, and we were fishing, I'd say probably a couple miles below the dam. And all of a sudden we heard this large crash, like a large crashing sound, like just a bunch of booms and cracklings, and one of my friends, who I'll get to see down there, he'll come in sometimes on my live streams as Monty, but his name is Joe Monty, or Monty Joe, and he was like, "Let's get out of here." And if you can kind of put in your mind, if you've ever seen the movie The Sandlot and The Age of Kids, that's how old we were when the '78 flood happened. We weren't that old, and we went running to get up to higher ground, and all of a sudden you see this, just a wave of just brush and limbs and timber and everything, and just water. And what happened was, back then, there was a lot of rain to the north of us, and the dam that was constructed couldn't handle that load of water, and the dam fell, everything, and we were okay. Some people did get harmed and stuff, but we've had like the 1988 flood and the 1994, I believe there's a big flood too. So this one here is just really horrible because it just took the lives of a lot of little kids and a lot of other people too. I mean, there were people that were trying to rescue other people in the midst of this flooding that lost their life. And so just a lot of bad stuff. GP, welcome in again. Daniel, fly looks so good. Oh, thank you. This is the one with the invisible wings on it. It's the Wonder Woman jig, but no, this is the shiner here. So I'm happy to get to go down there and see some family. It'll be good to get away from the vice a little bit and not tie as much. At the same time, get away from home. So I've just been really wishy-washy about it. And this morning, my wife's like, "You just have to be, you have to be not so wishy-washy. Let's just go and make the trip." And financially, we thought we were going to have a better financial, I thought we were going to have more money at this time of year, but with all the flooding and the rains up here in Oklahoma that we went through, it's been a terrible tackle store year, because we didn't really have a good spring business wise. So we'll be fine. We'll be okay. If we run out of gas along the way, we'll just I'll put on my shorts and put my thumb out there and start hitchhiking. Oh man, let's see here. I'm missing messages. Let's see. Yep, the water is above. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I have stories about that 1978 flood that I'll share at a future date. I'm going to upload this video here, and I know this video will stay on our platform. And I've shared it a little bit with our TikTokers way back, but that flood that happened in 1978. I think it was 78, 77, 78. Well, I was only like 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere around there. And anyhow, that was some good stories from way back then. I'll share them on a Friday because I don't upload the videos on Friday evenings when I do the drawings, mainly because we got music in the background and stuff, and I can elaborate and talk more about stuff on those lives. This one here is our 32nd ounce shiner. Ain't nothing finer than a Ruben Flores shiner. This is our top selling color of all time. About every other order that comes in has at least one pack of these in there. Yep, welcome in, Ethan. Am I on TikTok right now? No, I'm not on TikTok right now. I did last week. I went on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. I'm not on there right now. Uh-oh, it's my wife. She's mowing the rocks. I don't know if you can hear her mow the rocks. Yeah, we have a couple of these big, huge boulder rocks in our backyard. They're pretty cool looking. But I still get on TikTok and do live streams every so often, just not as much. And part of that's just they just haven't been pushing out the algorithm. I got a friend of mine who is on TikTok. I mean, he's on YouTube also too. And anyway, I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to throw his name around, but he has probably about 3 million, 4 million followers on all his platforms. And anyhow, he does these live streams, and his field is news. He does a lot of news. But on TikTok, he'll allow people to come up and debate him and talk about where their stance is on politics and stuff. And he ended up getting banned on there. I mean, I don't know for how long, but he noticed that lately, too, the TikTok algorithm hasn't been that high. And there used to be a time I'd have thousands of people watching me make lures, and those times are gone. They're not pushing out my live stream like they used to. And part of it is over there on TikTok is you can report somebody's live so easy that if it was like, and I'm going to use hypothetically Brian and Crappie Man Jigs. I don't think they're in the channel, but they could be watching and listening. But if you're on TikTok and it's like if we're all in the same business and we all don't like each other, and I'm just hypothetically saying that, it would be so easy for Brian to report Crappie Man Jigs and get his numbers down. It'd be easy for Crappie Man Jigs to report me on TikTok, and then my numbers would go down. And there's just no fact checking. There's no background check. You can say, you can report Brian's live and say, he's being racist or whatever. And it would mess up his live stream audience. And they just don't have any guards for that. Here on YouTube, you can say a lot more words, and you can be reported, but it's not going to affect your live stream just because one person reports you. Where over there, you can have 3,000 people watching, and somebody can say you're being a racist, and boom, your number gets chopped down from 3,000 people watching to like 20. Hey there's Seat Babber. How's it going there? Like Stonehenge. Yeah, my wife, she's mowing Stonehenge. No, we have these big bedrock, and we can't move them. They're too big. They're too big for us to move. We'd have to have some kind of a tractor or something back there to move them. We have been getting good peaches this year. I'm so excited because peaches means peach pie, peach cobbler. Did she do the front yard? I don't think she did the front yard already. She's doing the backyard still, I guess. Let me go get one of the windows. I have all the curtains up right now. Oh man, well thank you. I appreciate you. Now Wayman had watched over on TikTok and then you know, so but Wayman's been on, you know, here on YouTube and it looks really nice. Oh well thank you there, Richard. Yeah, let me go open up the blinds here real fast. Oh, she hasn't done the front yard. I am getting around a lot better, which I've been dealing with pinched nerves and sciatic nerves and all kinds of stuff. Uh-oh. Where did it go? I just dropped the jig head. Oh, there it is. I do enjoy everybody in here. Oh, you got the backlash out. Yeah. A lot of times I get frustrated and I'll just cut it all up and pull it all out. Liked and subbed. I need a few 1/4 ounce jigs for Bennett Springs, Missouri. Need some black on white bucktails. Did you send me a message? I know somebody just sent me a message on our website. Yeah, you can send messages to our website and leave your contact info there, and we can get you all fixed up. I can do black and white bucktail too. Let's see. Okay, yep, somebody left me a message there. Usually it's somebody needing custom this or that. Let's see, I hear I have 4 decompressed discs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just in pain all the time. Now, this happened again. I had a boating accident, and I was fishing a catfish tournament in Alabama a couple of years ago. And I was fishing with Chunky Cats Fishing. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but the boat, it was like we're taking off to go hit our fishing spots. And everybody's taking off fast, and we hit somebody's wake, and the boat went up, and I went up in the air and came crashing down. Boom. And it hurt my back. And probably about a week after I got back from, from the fishing trip, I tripped over my dogs, and ever since then, I've had these. I've been having sciatic nerve problems, and it's just been really bugging me. I was dealing with my left side, and now I'm dealing with my right side. Just my hip hurts, my back hurts. It hurts just to walk. But I'm sorry about that with the cancer thing on you, man. Is it something they're going to be able to fix up here soon with your back? I'll keep you in prayer there, Richard. I love shad pattern jigs this time of year. Yep. The shiners again. The shiners, they'll run anywhere from $5 to $10 a pack, depending on the size. They do come in a 3-pack. Yeah, it's just been just a bunch of pain. Normally I'd probably be I probably have, you know, here we are on the 7th month, and normally I go fishing once or twice a week, and I've only been fishing a handful of times this year, and it's just been really horrible just walking around, you know. But we are going to be taking off on Tuesday. We're going to have the shop closed down for a few days, and we do have it marked on the website that we are going to be closed. And so if you do put in an order this week, it may take a few days to get the order out. We had a bunch of shiners ordered this weekend, so I'm tying up. I'm going to tie a bunch of the shiners and a bunch of the mad shads. Okay, I'll keep in prayer, Richard. I am a Christian, and I'll keep you in prayer. And you guys also in the channel too. Make sure to keep Richard in your prayers, guys. Also, keep Crappie Man Jigs also in your prayer too. He's going to have his whatever is going on with his jaw. He's going to get that work done on the 29th, I believe. Hey there, Braden. Good day. Good day. I'm going to tie probably about another 5 more of these, and we're going to go to the next color. This one here is the shiner. This is a 1/32 ounce. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed already, I do go live pretty much every day. I don't take any days off from doing live streams. We are going to be taking a trip too, so so we'll take you guys along with us on our Texas trip. Okay, this is going to be the last one I do on this stream here. I gotta go move some stuff in our front yard for my wife. She's mowing the grass right now, and I want to try to help her out a little bit. There's some things like our trash cans and a couple other stuff I'm going to move for her. So make sure to subscribe. I do appreciate the 64 likes in here. And I'll probably be seeing you guys here in about another hour or so. What time is it going to be? 11 o'clock? Yeah, any orders coming in today, they'll probably go out tomorrow. So we're not leaving till Tuesday. So that's going to be it on this live stream. I may tie some more here in a little bit on a live, but I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day. Bye-bye.